Wow, the promise and allure of making money, sharing what I know or know how to do by creating digital products. Oh, that is so enticing. I hear people make six figures in 6 weeks. They create these 4-hour work weeks, take vacations whenever they want, and have garages full of fancy cars that they probably never drive. But wow, sounds so wonderful and easy. Everybody makes it sound so easy. I just need to follow their framework, give them a few $1,000s I don't have. Well, okay, let's just do this thing. Does this sound anything like what you've heard and been enticed by? Like me, have you parted with some money that you shouldn't have? What is the reality in this digital economy, this creator economy, the part that is course creation? When I made the transition from a decades long career into the digital creator space, I expected, the excitement. I loved the challenge and the learning. And like you, I'm no stranger to hard work. I was all in, sleeves rolled up, ready to do what was needed. What I didn't expect was the confusion. After building 3 successful businesses and an international nonprofit, here I found myself honestly feeling dumber than a box of rocks. I was dismayed. I feel like an idiot. And I kept thinking, why is this so confusing? Well, after some reflection and really taking some accountability into how I was approaching the studying in this business and taking a hard look at how the business is structured. You see, I've got a lot of years, over 25 years as a professional educator, and then another 7 or so as, as a corporate trainer. And I've worked and taught several countries and several states, and I thought, you need to think better about this because you do know how to learn. And just, why is it so confusing? Well, it wasn't because I lacked skill or had the wrong mindset or the wrong habits. It was because the industry lacks structure. Unlike traditional professions, this digital creator economy rarely explains its business model. People are taught marketing without being taught the business parts, and especially not being taught the quality product parts. We're just taught to show up without being taught what we're actually building. Then add on the endless funnels and upsells, way too many made up frameworks, the secret strategies. Oh, there's a bound. You want to know the secret this, the secret that. And how about the contradictory advice? You can look at one place on a YouTube video maybe and then pop over on LinkedIn, or you take a course and they seem to have some of the same ideas, but then one will tell you, no, don't do it this way, it's outdated, or you used to do that, you don't do that anymore. And so the contradictions make it feel confusing. Then add this pressure to scale fast and charge more for your courses. It's no wonder it's a little bit confusing. Well, so if you've ever felt lost, confused, or misled, or like you're missing something, let me tell you, it is not you. It is the system. And today I want to give you the clarity that's missing from most beginner experiences. So much is focused on marketing and this whole concept of making millions. These are the sort of king focus areas where people invest a lot of money and make a lot of money when they're trying to show you how to do these things. But oh my goodness, as important as the business part is, because of course, as a business, the purpose is to make money. But there's more to this gig. And when we don't understand all of the parts and the role of each part and what we're supposed to be doing, it gets pretty confusing. So what we need is to get more clarity, because right now there's a lot of hype without the clarity. So if you want to be a course creator, then the business you are in or want to join is the course creation segment of the digital creator economy. And this is an important distinction because it gets called a lot of different things. So first, part of clarity and getting rid of some of this confusion is to look at what this actually is. I'm talking to you about course creation. Now, most course creators believe influencers, content creators, and course creators are all the same thing. And really, they're not. They have very, very different skills, but oh goodness, they're different. How and what each does is different, and the reason they do what they do is different. I and my work are all about course creation in this digital creator economy. And what we're about here is course creators. So, what has happened in this digital creator economy is the great smushing together of three very distinct roles. No wonder it's confusing. These three distinct roles with distinct skill and knowledge sets, they got all tangled up, kind of making a mess of it. And how do I know it's a mess? Well, number one, the rampant confusion and unacceptable success rate of folks trying to become successful entrepreneurial course creators. By the way, the research and the folks who track the data show that it hovers at around 9% at best are successful as online course creators in the creator economy. Oh, that's not very good. And you know what? The second thing is the fact that fewer than 10% of customers get what they come for in this course creation gig because too many are acting as influencers or are creating content that's usually for marketing and presenting it as a course. Now, how do I know this piece? Well, the big names. Tony Robbins reports a 2 to 4% success rate. Russell Brunson reports 1 to 2%. Brendan Burchard, 5%. Grace Lever, an Aussie, 5%. T. Harv Eckler, 5%. All are just wonderful at what they do, and they work really hard and have good hearts. But the truth is, they're smushers. They interchange the terms influencer, content creator, course creator. They even toss in teacher, trainer, coach, curriculum, and all of it, as if they're all the same thing. And they are so not the same thing. We can do so much better than this smushing. We can do better than all of this confusion. So let's unsmush and turn confusion on its head here. We got this. We can figure it out. We just need clarity and to get these three things untangled. So here's the clarity you've been wanting and needing. The entrepreneurial course creation business is a real business, and it's got 8 essential functions. These are hats. They're kind of the skills and knowledge sets that we need to start and run a successful course creation business. It's these hats we wear for the different jobs that we need to do. I call these the 8+1 hats. And these hats are the work and that we will actually be doing as course creators. And you all have knowledge and skills in some of these, maybe a little bit in all of them, or maybe you have skill or knowledge in 1 or 2 of these. You have had work and life and education that's already equipped you. So let's look at these 8+1 and see what these jobs are so that you can clearly know your path ahead. So here's the clarity. You do not need a bunch of expensive courses to get started. The US-based Small Business Administration has a wealth of business startup materials. You can check out SCORE in your state. They have, SCORE is the education mentor arm of the Small Business Administration. And you can check out their courses in your state. They have a ton of free courses. I have a free course called Slay Imposter Syndrome, Master Your Topic. That link is in the description. I also put a link to the Small Business Administration for you, but be sure to look in your state. And if you'd like to learn more about these 8 hats, I have a free guide and a worksheet for you. That link's below as well. But let's look at these 8 a little more. The third hat is legal and regulatory foundations. Then, of course, you want to have customer-centered courses, not influence, inspiring, motivating, and just storytelling. But customer-centered courses are designed on 3 pillars: the pillar of curriculum, the pillar of course, and the pillar of instructional design. And then you've got the 5th one here. The 5th hat you wear is teaching and training. Then you have coaching, mentoring, and advising if you want to be a coach. And then, of course, it comes together when you have a product, you need to produce it. And these are your content and course assets that you build, and how you're going to have them on video, or you can teach, train, and coach inside of a blog, inside of a podcast, a workshop, etc. And then the 8th are the marketing and selling pieces that you're going to be doing. Now we add one more, which of course is the most important one, and that's the person behind the business. This is where you look at your personal and professional development. For the professional development side, look at these 8 hats here. First is topic mastery. Second are your business systems. And again, you want to look at the SBA for that. Third, legal and regulatory foundations. Then your customer-centered courses are number 4. Teaching and training. Knowing what those are and what the difference is. These are very distinct strategies, as are coaching, mentoring, advising. Then your production, getting your videos out there, speaking in front of an audience, whatever it may be, for how you are taking your content and delivering it, and your courses and delivering it. And then, of course, marketing and sales. Now, if you do, again, want to learn a little bit about the 8 hats, there's a little fun diagram there for you on the side of your screen that looks like a little house. If I could walk inside your business of an entrepreneurial course creator, these are the jobs that you or someone in your business will be doing. So check out the free guide below. And if you want a kind of overall better understanding of this business space, what some of the drivers are, and how to discover and decide if this business space is a fit for you, I have a short but very power-packed course. It has a practical workbook that's really going to help guide you, to help you get better acquainted with this gig, and to help you start smart by thinking through some things and setting your intentions. It's called Launch Your Digital Success, a beginner's guide to course creation and influence. It's just $47, and that link is below as well. I hope this helps. I know it's a messy business space, but it holds a great potential for those who care about quality and want to forgo the confusion and sometimes the folderol. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm Michelle with the Course Creation Lab, and I wish you the very best on your journey of creating quality courses as you share your voice and the path for you to create your best life. Blessings.